It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 10 yards on. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency. And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11 now. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got Smith here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, good. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 82 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
7, Bengals nothing. Stephen Gostkowski set.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 35-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
The ball carrier.
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last position.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. The 30.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tannehill on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's for his running back, McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher if guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 99.
Burrow will throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another banger.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this one complete to Smith.
Burrow's pass.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
To the air again, Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And it's 17-7.
Kick is good. Makes the score Titans 17.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the Titans' 49-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now it's Burrow. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
That's good.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, D.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
It's a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Titans 17, Bengals 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
out.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And the Titans first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Jeff Slade, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow on play action. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it again with Henry, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
And 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Good tackle made.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Bernard getting the handoff for Burrow. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
It's
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
24 is the mic. Come on, D. 24 is the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Down at the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Is good.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up third.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Being chased out left. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
At the 49-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
It is good.
And it's up and good.
Titans 27, Bengals 21. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 12.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 20! Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's got Smith here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Today's final score,
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Titans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And
Thank you.